When you plan a trip to Prague, Czech Republic, there is no shortage of guidebooks and travel blogs and YouTube videos telling you exactly what you need to see. The Prague Castle, the Charles Bridge, and of course the astronomical clock. And these things are all wonderful, but after you leave the throngs of tourists and head to Old Town Square for an overpriced beer, you might start to wonder, is there something outside the center that's worth seeing in Prague? Well, today, that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take you to one of my favorite neighborhoods in Prague. In fact, it's my neighborhood. We are gonna go to the Royal Vineyards, or as the Czechs call it, Vinohrady. So, let's go. So this is what we're leaving behind. To get to Vinohrady, we're gonna go just 2 stops on the A-line metro to the stop Náměstí Míru. And if you wanna know any of the places we're gonna go to today, I'll leave a link to the map in the description box below. Náměstí Míru has the longest escalator in the entire European Union. It takes a full 2 minutes and 21 seconds to get to the top, if you don't climb. I won't make you wait if you don't make me climb. Here we are in Náměstí Míru, which means Peace Square, and it's the heart of Vinohrady, and the perfect place to start our tour. Behind me you can see St. Ludmilla's church. It's over 120 years old. When I had a friend visiting from the United States, she arrived and she saw St. Ludmilla's and she said, "Oh, is this the Prague Cathedral?" And I said, "No, this is just our local church." Check out our Vinohrady Theater. The statues at the top of the theater symbolize bravery and truth, 2 qualities I think are pretty important in artists. Speaking of artists, Vinohrady is really the bohemian part of town. There are painters and writers and musicians, and I often see some famous Czech actors walking the streets. Few of them even work at the Vinohrady Theater. Many of the streets radiating from Náměstí Míru were named after the countries that signed the International Peace Treaty after World War I. And that's when Czechoslovakia became an independent state. Right now, we're on Amaritzka Street, or America Street, naturally. Even though Amaritzka Street was named after the United States of America, for one weekend every September, it becomes a Latin American festival. In Prague, there's this festival called Zažít město jinak, and it means experience the city differently, and every neighborhood has their own street fair. And the one in Vinohrady takes place on Amaritzka Street, and it is not to be missed. There's Latin American food, dancing, and plenty of fun to be had. But you don't need a festival to enjoy yourself in Vinohrady. Come and walk the tree-lined streets of Amaritzka and enjoy a cafe at one of the bistros and watch the people go by. Prague is one of the greenest cities in Europe. There are so many parks. And we're at kind of a local one that not too many tourists know about. It's called Havelichkovic, but the Czechs call it Grabofka. It is the host of an excellent autumnal festival called Vinohrady, which is a celebration of wine. And the Czechs serve a special drink, a young wine called burčák. And during Vinohrady, this park fills with people that are a little bit buzzed on the fizzy, sweet young wine. It's hard to believe this is in the middle of a city. So Prague is located in Bohemia, which is the well-known place for beer in the Czech Republic. But Moravia, which is in the south and the east, this is well known for wine. Fortunately, we still have a few vineyards left in Prague. So allegedly, the great King Charles IV, who was also the Holy Roman Emperor, traveled to Paris, and one of the dignitaries, as a gift, gave him a French vine to bring back to Prague. And he planted it here in the Royal Vineyards. One time when I had just moved to Prague, two of my friends came to visit and I wanted to show off with the little Czech language that I knew. And so I tried to order in Czech 3 glasses of wine. And I ended up ordering 3 large carafes of wine. So we accepted the challenge, we ordered some charcuterie, and we spent the rest of the afternoon and the evening at this beautiful pagoda, the Altan in Grabofka. It is the perfect place to enjoy a glass of wine in Prague. So now we're on Karuni Street, which is one of the streets that connects to Náměstí Míru. If you're looking for a Czech gastropub or brunch or really excellent coffee, you're going to find it on Crooney Street. You'll also find lots of cute boutiques and shops where you can find a souvenir, something original, and it's a lot better than the cheap trinkets you'd find in Old Town. Want to see my dream flat in Prague? It's at the top of Vinohradska Vodárna. So here we are at Jiřího Poděbrad, or as the foreigners call it, JZP, because it's a little hard to pronounce. The locals call it Jiřák, which I don't know if that's much easier. So if Náměstí Míru is the heart of Vinohrady, then Jiřák is where the blood pumps through. This is a big meeting place on the weekend mornings when there's a farmer's market to grab a coffee, grab a bite to eat, have brunch at one of the many restaurants, and even in the afternoons, hang out and enjoy a beer. Dobrý den, dám si prosím pilzen dvakrát. So this beer garden is one of our favorite places to go, and recently it was just remodeled and it's a little gentrified. You can get Prosecco, Bohemia Sect, you can get delicious vegan delicacies, but thankfully you can still get 2 cold glasses of Pilsner. But we're not going to drink them here. We're going to go over this way. So we're ending our tour in my favorite place in Vinohrady, which is Rigrovi, or Rigrák. In my opinion, this is the best place to watch the sunset over the Prague Castle. Sometimes you have to leave the center of the city if you want to find the real heart of Prague. Tak, uvidíme se příští týden. Na zdraví! Now that you know where the locals hang out, you can dress like one too with our original Get Tipsy in Vinohrady t-shirt. It was hand-drawn by a local Prague artist and it features Grabofka Altan, as seen in this video. You can check out our whole Prague Neighborhoods collection at dreamprague.com/shop. I'll put the link below.